Hi guys, this is Kay with the Collective Soul Tarot. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a zodiac reading today. I've already shook the box so as not to make a pile of noise. I'm going to choose a tile to see which zodiac sign we're going to read for today. We have L, which is eye on the back. That's what shows me. It's Libra and not Leo. Okay, and so we have to pull out the, well, I want to, is I, B, where's the B? Why are most of them upside down? B, where are you? Oh yeah, there you are, sure. Okay. Now I'm going to get my little card out. And it'll go in another box, so it's not going to be called again, picked again for today, for this month. I can't do two things and really think, say what it is that I'm thinking. Yeah. I end up saying something else. That's just what happens with me. Okay, Libra. Hallelujah. I just looked at the clock when I said that. It was 1:11. It's not anymore, but it was then. Let's see. I'll put you there. Okay, guys, let's go. This is not past, present, and near future energies. It is just 3 bits of information to give us for your story. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of love, protection, and guidance. Will you please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards and to help me see clearly? Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, what is it that our Libra viewers need to know or want to know right now, today? Thank you. Today's date is February the 6th. No, February the 7th. Jeez, I did that with the collective, but I went the other way. I said February 8th. It's February the 7th, 2024, Wednesday. Okay, what do we got, Archangel Michael? What's our information? First one. Child, beginnings, innocent, brand new, creativity, spontaneous, carefree, inexperienced, tender, new perspective, and girl. New perspective, a new beginning. Maybe there's a girl. Okay, a daughter. Tower, standalone, guidance, government, institutions, ego, tall, corporations, legal systems, erudite, experience, and hierarchy. I also learned that this could mean, because of the standalone energy in it, is like someone may be feeling lonely, but we'll see. Trophy. Win, victory, reputation, success, key experience, merit, goals, recognition, fame, deserve an award, ambition, and achievement. I haven't had that one yet. So that's really cool. That's really, really cool. Yes, I said cool. Okay, now we're going to find out what the story is. Okay, we're going to use this owl tarot. I don't know if that's what it's called, but it's definitely got owls in it. Let's see. Archangel Michael and our Holy Spirit. What's the story for Libras? That's going to tell them what they need or want to know. Ten of Pentacles. Well, holy moly. Look at all those beautiful little owls. And their family, mom and dad. This is grandma and grandpa. Mom and dad and the chillins, and maybe grandchildren. Yeah, it's generational wealth is what it is. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. Wowee. Okay, I love the colors here, nice and bright. Two of Swords. Okay, somebody's sitting there not really looking like they're going to take flight at any time soon. All the clouds around, they're kind of feeling not too clear about something that hadn't been allowing them to make their mind up about something or someone. Seven of Wands. Well, this is evolution. This is growing, because you become defensive in the way that you're allowing yourself to put up the healthy boundaries, and you've got the upper hand, or the upper wing in this case, as a wise owl. You are able to fight off. See, they're coming from the sky, because those are other owls, right? That got their opinions about you and what you should and shouldn't be doing with your life, with your own life that you're fighting off. kind of like a maestro or orchestra leader, you know, the maestro. Yeah. So you are showing that you have got some healthy boundaries. You have developed healthy boundaries, which means you've come up with them, which means you realize there's value in having boundaries, healthy boundaries set up for you. All right. 9 of Swords, because otherwise it's like this, right? You feel like all those daggers, swords are coming down on top of you, which of course they're not. They're behind you, right? They're behind you. And then the 2 of Pentacles. That's the juggling. Should I go with this one or that one? Don't they look the same? It's so cute. All right. And let's see, the Fool. Oh, look at that. He's got a little tiny, what do you call that, squirrel? Yeah. The Fool, taking a leap of faith with a soulmate, a lover, someone that you may have not chosen in the past, but somebody maybe you've just met. Let's have a look. Somebody you may have met very recently that you fall in love with. And then the Hierophant. This is, you know, some kind of authoritarian, a judge, you know, policeman, you're a priest, you know, whatever, the justice system as well. That's a judge. But you're priest and minister, whatever you would call your man of clergy, your woman man of clergy. Knight of Wands. Wow. Knight of Wands. The Fool. This is the backstory, I guess. Ace of Wands. Look at the Emperor holding an Ankh. An Ankh. Now that's from, you know, across the way from the United States. It's Europe. It's European. It has to do with, I don't know, I guess Egypt or Africa. Egypt didn't have a cross, so they had an Ankh. 3 of Swords, heartbreak after that. Okay, guys. So we got the story here. I'm saying I don't like the backstory. Don't like the backstory. Okay, like I said, this could be a new beginning, or you actually talking about a child, but it's a new perspective that you have been feeling like you're just kind of like, now you're standing out there all by yourself because you changed the way you see yourself. You have a new perspective. You have like an abundant or prosperous perspective on life and you in it. You do. You've changed your mind. So what happens is that you start, like the hierarchy, you start standing up there on your own, right? On your own. In this tower, you're way up there. You're way up there. See the mountains in the background? You're way up there. You're like, you have this new perspective that is actually making you feel like you don't fit in to where you used to be, around people who have not grown, who have not taken on a new perspective. You understand what I'm saying? Libra. So you are like kind of, you're flapping around there out in the sky, you know, way up there, way up high, seeing things totally different now, like somewhat different at least, if not totally different than you ever used to. It's all new to you, and it's kind of like, it could be a little scary, right? But at the same time, it just feels right. It feels like, wow, bada bing, I win. You know, my reputation is going to change because I'm going to become more successful. There's going to be more key experiences, it says. That recognition is like the fame that says, I have achieved some, you know, I'm more of an authority figure in more ways than one, not just at the 3D level with, you know, being a really great, isn't that interesting? When they're really being a great a person who's very, very, has great financial acumen, let's just say. Somebody who knows how to work with money, work hard to make the money, but also to make it work for you, plus, you know, through the investments and networking with other people and stuff like that, you just become really, really good at the 3D, making the 3D work for you so that you live quite comfortably and quite well. And if that's making you happy, right? Well, I think at some point that wealth, that kind of vision or focus started to actually show you that this isn't all there is, because whatever centers around it, and believe me, if you've got like a spouse or a long-term partner who's of the same kind of mindset, that it's about what you can get in the material resources of the world to make your life more comfortable, then there's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing. I mean, that's what 3D is all about, after all. But when you raise yourself above to like the 5th dimension, not 4th. 4th is space. So 3 and 4 go together. Space is that 4th dimension. 5th dimension is about the bringing spirit into you, paying attention to now of the higher mind, the higher mind that has to do with higher thinking, ascension, leveling up, Libra. So you've started seeing, there's something that was making you stand alone, okay, for having a new beginning, a new perspective, okay, feeling carefree and all that brand newness, because you just said, I'm changing my mind. I'm changing my mind. That's all there's to it. You may have gone to God, started praying yourself and meditating and whatever, in order for you to have that connection or reconnect with the God that you used to maybe had in your life, in your mind, in your life when you were younger, as a child or whatever, through family devotion, whatever, but you might have left it behind as you were growing older, because when we get older, right, we start thinking we know it all. Young teenagers to young adulthood, we think we're immortal, in the sense that we can do whatever we want, nothing's going to harm us, we'll live forever. Until we fall down the stairs and realize we just broke our leg, and it's going to make us sit around while our friends go do this, that, and everything else for the next 8 to 12 weeks, right? And then you might end up having arthritis in it afterwards, and it's always going to be a reminder. But yeah, gloom and doom. I know, I'm sorry. Just a second, I got to take my sweater off. I don't usually have it on. Okay, thank you, pardon me. So, you changed your mind about something, about someone, about being with somebody, committed to somebody. Look at this Queen of Pentacles. They're great when they're upright, really. If you're going to work hard together to manifest financial abundance and prosperity, to create a good life together, a Queen of Pentacles is a really great one. When you're at that level, right, that 3D level, really focused on the material world and possessions, having possessions, that Queen of Pentacles is the right one when they're in upright, because they really know a lot of stuff. They're financially smart too, and they're agreeable, they work hard themselves, and they're very grounded, just like anyone who has that Virgo, Capricorn, and I don't know what the other one is, Taurus, yeah, maybe, that earth-like energy. They are very grounded in the 3D. They are very focused on and interested in security, especially financial security. So they're very, very good partner to have, whether romantic or in business. If you're focused on making lots of money, doing really well, becoming successful in selling products, making products, moving products or services too, right? Whatever, and just for your own enjoyment at your personal level. That's a great combination to have. It's like, especially if you're a King of Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles. But when they're in the reverse, and this is why I'm saying this, is that they become see how focused they are. See how focused that owl is on that? They lose their wisdom about it. Or they never really had it, and they might have appeared like they were going to be like this, but then you really started seeing them like this the more you lived with them and worked with them, or, were in business together. So in the reverse, they become quite greedy, and they start, skimming off the top, and maybe skimming off top, taking it for themselves, but also just that mind focus on, well, how much is it going to cost if we do that? How can we turn this around so that we win and make money from this? And that's not bad either. But if it's doing it because you're going to step on other people's toes, and that's okay to do that, then it's not the right way of doing it. If you end up taking advantage of other people for your own gain, then that's just greed, right? It's greed. So I think that this one here went into the reverse for you, and then guess what you were doing? Sitting on the fence going, ugh. Because you were changing. You were changing, but not so much so at this point in time where you said, I feel confident and strong enough to make a decision about being in business with someone like this, or being in a relationship with someone like this. Because it's all about the money. It's all about the money, the wealth, and the lifestyle that comes with that. So then you said, well, I don't know what to do about it exactly, but the only thing I can do is really just start from the beginning and start opening up my eyes. Open my eyes so that I can see what it is I need to do in order to improve things between us, or improve things at least for me, by slowly moving away from this person. So you started putting up healthy boundaries, and it might not just be this person, it could be their family too. That you should be this, it could be your family too. They see that you guys belong together, they would say to you, you two are like two peas in a pod, you just look like you turn each other on and tick each other's boxes. But you started putting up healthy boundaries, saying, look guys, if I've misled you to think that you need to rely on me financially, then we need to change that, okay? And it starts now. The buck stops here. But let me tell you, while you were going through the transition, it was like painful, because you were telling people that relied on you, not only your partner, you may had grown kids or an ex-husband or wife that you're paying alimony to. Who knows? I don't know. But you were having, you had a lot of responsibility financially, to possibly more than just one. And so you were having to tell them that it's not going to be like that anymore moving forward. And they're going, what? Huh? What the devil? You can't do that to us. As they jab you with their sword of like, how dare you tell us those truths? How dare you tell us those truths? That's like, I'm going to get you back. No, you can't go. You can't do this. You can't leave us high and dry now after all these years you doing that. And you were saying, look, it's about me finding some balance. And I'm sorry that this is happening, that I have to do this. But I have to, because, it's about me too. It's not just about you guys, it's about me too. So I have to start doing what's good for me now. I need to find that balance. I'm starting to listen to and actually look at the fact that I do have a soul, and I'm going to start listening to my soul for some guidance, especially to get out of this. I don't know about moving forward, but right now I'm going to be doing some of this, a lot of this, praying, right? Because you're looking at, like, this is the backstory here. You're looking at how you got places to go, people to see, and things to do now that are different because of this change of mind and a new beginning, right? You're feeling victorious and happy now that you started to change your lot in life. Your whole environment is going to change, because you're leaving the negative behind, what no longer serves you. This may have served you at one time with her in the upright, but she or he started, I'm sorry, I apologize. She or he starts turning, and it's a queen, so, well, it's fair enough, right? So you felt you're having time while you're getting yourself balanced. Likely the Hermit or something's going to come out when I clarify. But you're going to see from that new perspective that you took an impulsive leap of faith towards this one, which got you into all sorts of trouble. It got you into all sorts of good stuff too, but it got you into all sorts of trouble that was maybe heavier weighing on you than the good stuff that, it wasn't a means to an end. It was like, it was the means to an end, in the sense that it's ending you. In the sense you're changing, but you felt in the beginning it was going to kill you, likely first, before you really started seeing as something that needed to happen for your own personal growth and expansion. So it was back at a time when you had two different people on your mind, and you chose this one here because she was likely the one that, like I said, was resonating with you. You just felt it was right. You got married to that person. And later on, you started seeing how, things were not going to be like moving so fast forward in the let's build a life together financially and prosperously. But she or he started hanging out with somebody else. And I say she, just because the queen, okay, just it's easier. And that there was somebody else who, was using his wand with your wife, because you're her husband. You're married. You're her husband. Some other guy was coming in here. He may have been a married guy too, and the two of them were having an affair together from their spouses. Okay, so I hope that story makes good sense for you. Let's get a few notes from the tea. Let's get some tea. Find out what the tea is. I've already shuffled. Archangel Michael, wishbone, a wish is granted, because you changed your freaking mind. Yes, you did. We got wealth. Look at that, right beside. Isn't that funny? In conjunction to the Ten of Pentacles here. So you didn't get it with that one because there was shady business, sneakiness going on in this person's mind, how to do things. And it just wasn't sitting right with you. And then the vine, seek out information that will help you. So you sought out, like, is it really all she's about is money, or does she love me? Maybe she doesn't even love me. Maybe I need to start looking at things differently. And then the stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. So yeah, you're on your way to making things work for you, just as you had hoped of when you met that one, when you chose to be with that one. That's just how you'd hoped it was going to work. You end up hitting a glass ceiling, and you couldn't go any further with them. In fact, things were starting to go south the more time went by that you remained with this one, with you sitting on the fence, blocking your emotions. Emotions for what? For who, right? Emotions about how you felt about this, and emotions for the person that you blocked out of your life at one point in time. That Lover's card. So Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, let's talk about the Ten of Pentacles, please. The Sun, okay, some enlightenment possibly. The Empress, King of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, why did I do that? So Seven of Coins, there's that hitting the glass ceiling thing. Yeah, you became enlightened about what your wife was doing with this guy who was the King of Wands, and it put you into like, I'm a wounded warrior. But it made you wise up, right? Made you wise up. You started looking back at the past and seeing how and when this went from this to this with her. Okay? And so you're realizing that you didn't reach your fullest potential at that point in time. And by God, you want to. That's just the end of it. You want to, don't we all? Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles. Let's just do it in upright, because I want to know for certain. Queen of Pentacles, Archangel Michael. Give her a fair shake, this Queen of Pentacles, right? Don't make assumptions and prejudge. Okay. Page of Coins, laying a foundation. Yeah. Two of Wands, having made a decision, with the Queen of Coins and the Two of Cups. So and here's the Four of Wands. So, I mean, I didn't need to go any further. This is the Queen of Coins telling me, yes, this is the Queen of Coins. Well, I know it's the Queen of Coins, but in reverse. You had made a decision back in the day when you chose her over this one. You know, you're laying a foundation for yourself because it seemed like it was the right place to do it and the right person to do it with. Perhaps this one was in another location and it wasn't just going to be so like easy access to. Whatever the situation was, you were laying a foundation by making an offer to this one, making that decision to commit yourself to this Queen of Coins, who then went like that, that you were married to and that you fell in love with. That you were in love with. Like that's your love partner. You partnered up in a love relationship, or so you thought. So let's Two of Swords now. Archangel Michael. The Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, Queen of Coins, the Lovers. There's the Lovers. Yeah. Page of Wands. And the Hermit. Here's the Hermit card. Told you had to. There's the Three of Swords too. I said that you probably had to go into Hermit land to be able to open your eyes. At least open your eyes. But you're opening your eyes up to a decision you made in the past that went against the Queen of Wands. You made somebody, in this story, you made somebody, the other woman, with somebody who you were already committed to. Okay? Somebody you were already committed to. So she was the other woman back there, but you were like, you were so attracted. Physically and possibly emotionally attracted to her mind and the type of person she was. And you fell in love with her. You recognized her to some degree, and maybe more so now. Maybe more so now that you have, you've leveled up. That you see her as somebody who you are really connected to as being the one for you. You have such excitement to be with this one, but you had to open your eyes up first because you had a whole lot of heartbreak to face with this one. And then deal with the fact that you chose you might be saying, I made the wrong choice back then, but it is what it is, and it was what it needed to be. And it's no point in beating yourself up, but to forgive yourself for it, because it's, after all, helping you to grow up emotionally, which is following your heart's desires, listening to your heart now, paying attention to it, which is what you've started doing with this new beginning, putting this in the past, right? So you opened your eyes through time spent in retrospection, dark night of the soul over what you were facing over here, and then just knowing how the decision you made back then to go with this one here instead of this one, it's heart-wrenching for you. Three of Swords, it's heart-wrenching for you to have to face the fact that, well, I don't know how many years would have gone by for you. You might be feeling as though you lost out on something, and you don't know if you could ever get it back. And wouldn't that make you, how that makes me think of a person who's just sitting there slumped over like, oh, forlorn, just don't know what to do. You could believe you've seen all the errors of your ways, that you've been enlightened to that, right? Because you've seen what she's been going through. You're realizing that you had her in a third party with you, and how you've been separated from them, not communicating. You don't know what they're doing, where they are, whatever, that kind of thing. And you don't know if they'd ever have you back again after what you did. Slumped over, right? So healthy boundaries was the next step. So you were able to open your eyes through spending time in Hermit, where the divine was whispering to you, look. The divine was saying, look, open your eyes. Look, see what's going on around you. See what's in your environment. Look. Face it. Face it, and we will help you. We will help you realize what it is that you need to do. We will help you. And the first thing would be, besides once you open your eyes, is to start thinking about yourself in a way that says, I need to protect myself from other people because I haven't been taking care of myself properly. I haven't been loving myself enough. I have been letting others have their way. I know I dropped a card down there somewhere, but I don't see it. Sorry, guys. Pardon me. We'll be okay without it. I trust that. So we got the Nine of Cups here. Let's see what else we got. Temperance. That's healthy boundaries, isn't it? Ace of Cups, and then the Four of Coins. Yeah, you're holding on to somebody that you know you weren't fair to with the Six of Coins in the past. But this is also saying too that you're divided up your assets, so things are balanced now. You don't have the past hanging off you anymore. You're standing on your own. You're independent, and you're really quite excited and feeling victorious. So yeah, you've got somebody on your mind that you know is worth fighting for, and that's what else this card says. You're worth fighting for first. That's why you have the healthy boundaries. That's you saying, I'm worth fighting for. So you put up the healthy boundary against everybody else that wants to take from you and make you and leave you feeling little and not valued, okay? To like, I know there's somebody in my life that I chose against before in the past, but I would like to see if I could have them back in my life. I know that they are worth fighting for. They bring me peace and calm whenever I think about being with them, and I hope to heck that we can balance out our differences, put our past behind us, and heal. So you've been spending time with these boundaries, coming up with a plan likely, I'm just saying, but spending time doing that coasting, as they say, because when it's time, and this is the time for you to care for yourself, this is self-love, it's time for reflection. In other words, what do I need to do? Think differently, believe in differently. What do I need to do to show that I actually love myself? That I am practicing self-love, I am putting self-love practices into effect, like maybe spending time in meditation, maybe doing things that you really, really love to do and like to do. That you're spending money on yourself, more so on yourself, and giving less to others, if not just totally cutting them off, right? So you said there's somebody that I'm holding on to and I'm not letting go because I hadn't been fair to them in the past. And through this evolution, I'm realizing that fairness is the only way to move forward. Fairness and truth, clarity and transparency, with integrity. But first, I had to get past the naysayers that said, what? Wait, you can't do that. Oh, look at this, the Nine of Coins. How did I pick it up? In reverse. Yeah. You can't leave us. You can't be single. You can't go out on your own. Nine of Coins to the reverse with the Judgment. Eight of Wands. And then the Queen of Cups. So, yeah. A Hanged Man here, right? So, yeah, you were like saying they were kicking back at you with your healthy boundaries, but with somebody that's worth fighting for as well, because you realize that it was time for you to fight for yourself. You're now having these thoughts about how you've been thinking about how you behaved in the past, where you pretended to be single and available when you met this Queen of Cups, okay? But karma came and kicked you in the butt. But let me tell you, you're an earth angel. God sent his angel to help you walk forward. This is you, the earth angel, the child that needs, it's growing up, evolving, ascending. That angel is helping the earth angel get their wings back. That's through that judgment, the karmic payoff, right, of dealing with this one. to show you how you had handled things with someone in the past. You want to communicate. You do. It's been bothering you though. So I want to tell you that the Eight of Wands here is you wanting to take action, fast action on her to communicate. But because of all the other, now that we know the other behaviors you had in the past that you've been dealing with your wife that are very similar, you know that you had not behaved like putting her in a third party, right? As the other woman, and then choosing against her to stay with the one that you were already committed to, which is the Queen of Coins here. That you know that if you were to try to communicate with her, you are feeling as though she may not have anything to do with you, and that scares the bejeebies out of you. You don't want that. You don't want it to be over forever, because you are you're holding on, and there's nothing that you've been able to do to shake her out of your mind, and you just want to be able to be fair to her, to actually spend time to be fair to her for a change, instead of not having that opportunity to do that. She's your sweetheart. She's your sweetheart. You see her as the Queen of Cups, very loving, caring, intuitive, smart, and compassionate, forgiving. Did I say that? But you have been feeling stuck in this, but at the same time you're being awakened during the Hangman. You're getting a new perspective. You're asking God, through your time spent in Hermit Land, Temperance, and Hangman, with Ace of Cups as a focus of self-love, love for yourself, finally, to do things for you, finally. You're realizing that you're gaining a new perspective, which you did. Okay, gain a new perspective that's making you feel really joyous, happy, and victorious, feeling much more like a different man altogether. You are moving forward with innocent eyes. It's kind of like childlike in the sense that you're seeing the world differently than you've ever seen it before. And this had been you had been juggling with, especially just sitting there trying to make up your mind what to do back then. But you've made your mind up now. You've decided. It's all about you being balanced first, balancing out your heart with your mind, listening to each other, putting up those healthy boundaries, getting off the fence, putting up the healthy boundaries, looking in your environment like God said. Look, and you shall see what it is you need to see. You'll see it through God's loving divine eyes. You won't judge it badly. You'll make a judgment that you need to make, but you won't judge it badly, because it's the one thing that's going to set you free. What it is that you come to see, it actually setting you free. Look at that, the Fool. You balancing yourself out, listening to your heart and your mind together. Logic and emotions. Logic and feeling the desire or passion for something. Listening to your heart. That balance is going to allow you to take that leap of faith and know that it's right for you. It's right for you, irregardless of what comes of it. But there's the Seven of Wands right here, with your boundaries in place. Fantastic. Justice, there's balance again. This is all about balance. Justice is the fairness of the Six of Coins. The fairness, bringing that justice to her, to the situation. So exciting. And then the Six of Wands, this is like, the Six is about making something a priority, and this is that card right there. This is the 4. 3 and 1 adds up to 4. 4 is all about foundations, building foundations, security, stability, right? You've got security and stability with a priority on your mind that has everything to do with removing your mask, which is the ego, and it's all those fears in your subconscious mind that you've been peeling back so that you can have this and that, like an ascension, right? Ascension, to be able to see, to be enlightened of what it is that you need to do about yourself loving yourself, putting up those healthy boundaries, and moving in a direction where you feel like your heart is guiding you to go towards somebody or something. And this is somebody, okay? So, I mean, that's just a beautiful, beautiful story, guys. And I'm just going to get three of these cards, and then we'll call it a day. How's that sound? Let's see what Archangel Michael would like to say to us. Archangel Michael, through the Island Time Wellness decks here, versions 1, 2, and 3, or editions 1, 2, and 3. There's the first one. It says money issues. Ooh, fighting over money. Heal the root chakra, which is your connection to the 3D world. Usually has to do with finances. Lack of trust and fear. Lack of trust. You fear your safety and your security, and you're in survival mode, trying to control things. That's with our little will, right, as opposed to the divine's will. And so that's what the energy you were in, is what Archangel Michael's saying. You've gotten yourself out of that energy. I mean, it's not like you wake up one day and you're fully not in that energy. You'll slip back and forth into it, but you have a desire to be in a different energy than what you've been all your life. So you'll move back into it and spend more and more time, especially if you're meditating, to help bring that, or to help really concrete that new foundation that you're building, an intimate connection with the divine as being a partner in your life now. Hand of cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand, gambling. So you might be doing all this, even though you might be seeing how you've changed in comparison to your friends and family and whatnot. You're keeping it close to your heart. You know, you're keeping your hand, your hand of cards close to you, not really revealing how you really changed your perspective and stuff like that. You're just letting them know that things are changing, and that you might be telling them that you're going here, there, or anything, but you might not be either. So you're just holding things close to you. Clock. Need time, takes time, in time cycles, time to heal and progress. Progress. Divine timing. That's the clock. Divine timing. It's all in divine timing. You will know when it's time. You will, especially in your prayer or meditation. You will start feeling it in your gut or something. Because you're just going to have this like knowing, like, okay, I just thought about this again today, but for whatever reason it feels different in me than it did yesterday or 2 weeks ago. It feels different. It feels like yeah, I mean, just feels like a natural next step. And that's what it really should feel like, is a natural next step, not a pressured or pushed or impulsive or an expected next step. It's like a natural, things just organically, naturally flow along. That's when you know you're in the flow. So guys, I hope this is very helpful to you, Libra. Take care of yourself, and we'll catch you again next month. Thank you. Bye.